guys, morning. This is take 3. For whatever reason, my push to start recording button is not working. Maybe it's got a nacho stuck in it. I don't know. But anyway, so this is 7 hours later from the first video. One thing I did change last night after the video was I pulled one of these mercenary trophies, and I realized I had a chest, so I went ahead and I yanked the chest and I put the merc trophy back. I don't know, just the point of this was try to see how much yield, I guess, in a way we could squeeze out of these. So here we go. So this guy is my tier 2. He looks like he lost all of them. Actually lost about 34 points of happiness, and that's kind of reflected in their overall numbers. He is at 133.3. Middle guy and the last guy on the end are both the same tier, and they seem to be reflecting the same thing. Same thing, loss of 34 points, which is relating in this number changing. So when I first got on, these two were exactly the same as the tier 2. They were 133.3. I'm really happy to see that the lower tiers below whatever their level is stays capped. So it looks like the yield or the happiness you bring mainly affects the current tier that you're on, the laborer is on, which is kind of nice in a way. I mean, if you max this house out up to tier 7 and you got your laborers all the way up to tier 7 or 8, what that means is all those books should be filling that are below that should be capped. And I don't know if that's 100% accurate, but so far from what I'm seeing, that seems to be the case. So one oddity that I've come across is, like I said, it's about 7 hours later from when I set all this up. I have not touched any of this furniture, and originally, so last night when I logged off, he had about 5 hours to go to settle in. These guys had 2 hours each. So as you can see, he is settled in completely. There's no timer. These two, however, are not. They still have almost 3 hours to go. It's telling me increases to 700 over 2 hours, and I'm not sure why that is. I have been looking at this, and they are going up in these yields. Like I said, when I first logged on, this yield rate was 133.3. It's kind of odd to me that they're going up right now, because they should have went down, if anything, and stayed down, because now these two dudes are sharing, trophies, and I dropped their overall happiness. They had to share it with the new guy, with the roomie number 3. But for whatever reason, and I'll check this in a couple more hours, it says they're trying to increase back up to 700, and I can't figure out why they would. Yesterday, or last night, I did confirm that that number was going down. They were decreasing. So for whatever reason, and I don't know why, like I said, I haven't touched any furniture, I haven't done anything, I just logged on, and now all of a sudden they're increasing. So perhaps it's a bug. I originally thought that maybe this guy had to upgrade or settle in for 5 hours, and then it went to this guy, and he would do his 2-hour settle in timer, and then it would go to this guy. But these two are increasing at the same time. Their timers are counting down evenly as we speak, so that's not the case either. So I don't know, but like I said, maybe it's a bug, maybe it's not. But anyway, that's about it. Yeah, I played around with Sonari's comment about the table or the bed, and yeah, I found that I put 2 tier 6 beds and a tier 4. And these are two tier 6 and a tier 2, so it should have been more than adequate, and yeah, it wasn't. It chopped these guys' happiness down, which is kind of a funky mechanic, probably just the way the program's written. Yeah, I think that's really about all I have for you, so I'll record the final outcome in a couple more hours, see if these guys really do go back up to 700. shocked if they did. But so far, that's what it's telling me for whatever reason, that they're trying to increase to 700. So we shall see. Peace out.